get to this, we need context. Now, when me and my wife, when she tries to debate me, right, I always say there's always a cause and there's always an effect, because she always focuses on the effect. I'm like, no, how do we get here? And then she reluctantly has to acknowledge what got us here, whatever the case may be. Okay, so this young lady here, Isis, okay, I assume from what I've gathered, she is a disciple of Shera 7. You know what? Let's see what Shera 7 has to say first and foremost. Let's see. I heard she addressed it. Let's see what she has to say. Did she? No. Has she? No. Okay, did she do a live about it? This has to be it. Stop dating weak men. This has to be it. Is this it? Let me see.
Hey y'all, good morning. Sprinkle. Welcome. If y'all over here from our TikTok, welcome. Appreciate y'all subscribing and coming over to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all so much. And also thank y'all to all my members for being members. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about stop dating weak men. A lot of y'all need to hear this because y'all don't understand what a man is and what a weak man is and what a dusty is. So I'm going to explain it to y'all. Some of y'all are confused. Y'all don't have a good example of what a man is, so y'all just don't know. So I'm gonna help y'all out.
Oh, I see.
It's still weak. Okay. Sprinkle. If a man can make you jealous, then you're with the wrong one. Thank you, Oya, for being a new member.
Okay. I was hoping she would address it in the video. All right, let's get back to this. So this young lady has been the topic of a lot of videos and content because for whatever reason, apparently she didn't properly vet her husband, and her husband did some alleged heinous things to their children. Now, here's what I have not seen. I have not seen any arrest warrants. I have not seen any footage of an arrest. I don't know if the husband has been charged or questioned by law enforcement in regards to these claims. Now, I'm sure, I guess, over the course of the next few days, if it comes out, it comes out, because you know how the internet is. The internet sleuths. Everybody's an internet detective. But we must go back in time. How did we get here? Okay? How did we get here? Let me see. Did she say she married him in a week? Look at this. See, so I'm not the only one that came here to see the early content. Exactly. We got to see what she missed. Okay. This is Isis, a parent disciple of Shera 7. Let's see if we can, I guess put some context to how we came to this precipice in her life. We'll get to her video, but this is from a year ago. I want to see what all took place and how she married this man and how it moved so quickly. Okay, let's go.
Ladies, welcome back to the new trophy wife. Today I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys about how I went from being a single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than 1 year. And you can too. So I had my first child when I was 17 years old.
Okay, so clearly these are the children, that the two that she had with the husband. There's oh shit, I didn't even look in the background. There's the husband. This is the husband she's accusing of touching these two children here. That's her oldest child. Okay, he's a little darker than the other two, but that's the husband in the background. Okay, she did marry him in a week. Wow, that's insane. I'm not, you know what? I've heard stories of that. People get married within, I've heard. I'm not saying it can't happen. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't happen, but let's continue.
I intentionally got pregnant with my boyfriend at the time.
Wow.
And basically turned into a child raising a child.
Okay.
A few years later, had my second child. So after having two children and being a single mom, I think that my self-esteem was definitely low. I didn't know that at the time, but if I think back about the kind of men that I was choosing, it definitely was a reflection of my lower self-esteem. I think that growing up, I was not taught the kind of men that I should be looking to attract and be in a relationship with. My mom drilled into me oh, go with the man that's going to be the best breeder. And I think society drilled into me to go after the thug, the street dude, the swag type dude, or whatever you want to call it. But neither one of those was the best approach to going about dating and attracting a husband. So after having my second child, I was working hard. I was making really good money. I think I was making about maybe 90K at the time, which for me as a 24-year-old woman was good. I thought I was doing good. I had my own place. I owned my car. I was very self-sufficient. All about the mindset of, oh, I can do it by myself. I don't need a man, as so many of us modern women say. You know, I can do it all by myself. And I soon realized after one Christmas of it just being me and my two boys that I wanted a family. I wanted more for myself. It felt so lonely, and it was sad. It was really sad. And it was, I'd say, one of the lowest points in my life. And I realized that I don't want to do this on my own. I don't want to raise these boys on my own. I want a family. I want someone that I can love, someone that loves me and my children. And after
I can respect that. I don't think the average woman wants to raise kids by herself. I don't think that's a goal she sets for herself. I can respect you want the family structure. At the end of the day, you know, the nuclear family is still the epitome, you know, of family. You know, you want your kids to have the best shot, the best balance, you know, whatever of life, and just whatever. A nuclear family. That's why I get it. I respect that. But it's just how you go about achieving the goal is the issue.
That was when I decided that I was going to change the kind of men I was dating and what I was attracting. One of my sisters at the time had told me that I should create an online profile, and I was so against doing that because I was like, well, online profiles are only for people that are desperate, and I look good. I'm not desperate. I don't need to, you know, I can find a man just going out. And I was against it at first. And I think I also had a skewed version of what a high value man was at the time as well.
I hate that term.
Thought that
I hate that Kevin Samuels put that term in y'all's head, made it part of the English lexicon. I hate that term, high value man. I don't know what the fuck that is. And I hate that people still hold on to that near and dear. I wish that term would die with him.
Good mate, or the man to go after was the one with the super nice car and a stack of money and the jewels and the chains on with the swag. Like, I thought that was the man that I should be going after, but that was definitely not the type of man that I should have been going after. And I learned quickly that just because someone looks like they have it together does not mean that they have it together. And typically the things that person is probably doing to get money is not sustainable and probably not something that you would want to be involved in. And after learning quickly that everything that glitters is not gold, I happened to come across Shira7 on YouTube, and she completely changed my life. And she basically taught me what a high value man is and what to look for when trying to find a husband. So I ended up taking my sister's advice and signing up for eHarmony. She recommended Match, but in my spirit, I felt eHarmony. I don't know why. It's just something told me to do that one. So I ended up signing up for eHarmony. I created a profile, and I think the second person that I matched with was the man that I'm married to now, my husband. And it was very different.
Okay, so once again, and for those that have already watched her latest video, this is the husband in question. This is the man that she's accusing of touching the little one right here. Let's continue.
My husband and I have a 20-year age gap, and he was not the first older man that I dated. I actually dated someone like 10 years older than me, and that was just a buzz. A lot of people have told me that I'm very mature for my age, so someone 10 years older than me just wasn't a big enough age gap for me to vibe with. It just wasn't. Yeah. And so when I met my husband, I knew right away almost, and people say that, but it was definitely true. I know it sounds cliche. Just from our first date, it just felt natural. I felt like I just had known this person already. It was so comfortable. So we went to a really nice seafood restaurant, and it was great. It was an amazing first date. And mind you, I think we both were kind of just dating different people at the time, and that's definitely something that I recommend if you're looking to, find a husband. Is not just dating one person at a time. It's not good to put all your eggs in one basket. But we had a great first date, and I think he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend on the first date, and I said I would think about it. I know that the universe guru talks about how you shouldn't fall into the girlfriend trap, and it was kind of something that I just intuitively knew, like, I'm not just going to agree to be your girlfriend just after meeting you, because I know that you just want me to be your girlfriend so that
okay, how many red flags have we counted so far? What's the red flag count so far, y'all?
I'm getting my pants. So I didn't agree, and we both were, we were talking, but then for some reason we kind of stopped talking for a little while, and we both were dating other people and doing our own thing, and then I had gotten into a serious relationship with somebody, and I ended up falling for the girlfriend trap. But that guy had really been investing a lot into me and doing a lot for me, so I kind of felt like I had to agree to be his girlfriend, because he asked me multiple times, and I finally agreed. So after me and him broke up, well, let me rewind. So me and him ended up breaking up because he just didn't really vibe with my oldest son, who was 5 at the time.
Okay.
I could tell that he was really just putting up with my kids. He didn't really embrace them. Sometimes, we as mothers can tell, like, someone's just being nice to our kids for the purpose of being with you, and they're not necessarily invested in your kids themselves. And that's what I felt like from him. So it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel like a family, the kind of family that I was wanting. So I ended up breaking up with him, and we were living together. I know.
All right. For me, that's a 50-50 situation. I get it. Well, I think what she did was smart. The man, but I don't think you should expect men to be head over heels with your kid because he's with you. We watch me movies. Well, if you love the mother, I love your kids because I love your mother. Like, that's not the reality. The reality is a lot of men tolerate your kids for the sake of you. They'll be cordial. They'll be respectful as long as it's a two-way street, and they'll tolerate your kids just for the sake of being with you. That is a bigger reality than most people care to talk about or to acknowledge. And that, I think that's more of the situation with a lot of, I don't know, guys that date single mothers or even stepdads. Like, listen, if it wasn't for you, I'm only, because your mom is whatever, but I tolerate you. Okay? I don't think you should expect a man to be head over heels. What's the movie with especially if it's a blended family? What is the movie with Macaulay Culkin when he was little? Was it The Good Son? Remember the movie with Macaulay Culkin? He played an evil ass child, and I think his family died, and the his cousin's mother took him in, and he would just create all this havoc. And at the very end of the movie, somehow they ended up over the cliff, and the mother was holding the hand of her son and Macaulay Culkin, and he's like, "Don't let me go. We can be a family, a real family." And her son's like, "Mom, no, Mom, I'm your son." Blah blah blah. Because Macaulay throughout the whole movie was manipulating the mother and making his cousin look like the little crazy bad one. And at the very end, she let Macaulay go over the cliff and saved her son. I would say this: I think a lot of women that are in blended families, that have married a man or is with a man and he's the stepfather to your children and y'all have children together, I pray and hope y'all never come to a point where he has to decide who he has to save. If the house is on fire, which child is he going back in to get first? I don't think a lot of you women are ready for that conversation, because what are the odds of your house catching fire and he has to go back in and all the kids are there and it's just you and him, and you're like, "Oh, the kids." Like, all right, I'm gonna go get the kids. Which kid? Yours or hers? But let's continue.
We were living together, and I just packed all my stuff and left. And it was crazy because the next day, my now husband, reached out to me and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I told him, I just got out of a relationship, and I kind of told him a little bit about why. And he was telling me "Oh, those are my boys," and he had genuinely really connected with my kids, and he was not the kind of man that was just be nice to them to get to me. It was very genuine, and that was one of the things that I really loved about him. That was something that stood out about him versus the other men that I had dated, was he really embraced the fact that I had children.
Right. Okay.
And so he was talking. My lease was going to be ending very soon, which is why I went ahead and moved in with my person that had became my ex. We started living together, and I told my husband, I was like, hey.
Was it Elijah Woods? Like, you know what?
I need a place to stay. Because
hold up. Just bear with me. Yeah, let's go watch that again. The Good Son ending. Yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was a classic. Let's get back to it. I'm just saying, I hate ladies. I would hate for you to put your man in that position if you have a blended family, because I think you're going to get the answer you're not going to like.
My lease is ending, and I just broke up with my boyfriend, and maybe even if it's just like for a couple of weeks, it's okay. Just want to look for somewhere else, because I had planned on needing to find somewhere else. And he was saying, well, if you're going to live with me, it's going to be as my wife, not as my girlfriend. And I was like, well, how spontaneous are you? And he laughed, and he said, wow. Very spontaneous. So
okay, wait. Shout out to Water Minks. Okay, found Sheba's response. Someone named B Taylor TV. Okay. Let's go look. B Taylor. TV. Oh, wait. That's her. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Let's go. Okay, wait. So you said what timestamp? 5:50. Thank you, sis. Thank you, hon, for the timestamp. Timestamps are so crucial.
For somewhere else, because I had planned on.
As a mom myself, my heart absolutely breaks for her and her family. But I love that this has sparked a conversation about the detriments to the sprinkle mentality.
If anybody marries somebody after 1 week, they dumb. I'm sorry. Sprinkle.
Uh-oh.
If you dumb enough to do that, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart?
Uh-oh.
Did you learn how not to be desperate?
Uh-oh.
You didn't learn from me. Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about all this other stuff? About not dealing with men if you have kids until they're old and grown enough to speak for themselves and be in school and whatnot. Did you not hear when I said all of that?
Okay.
Don't blame me.
Okay.
I tell people all the time, don't say my name if you are desperate and being pygmisha. Don't claim me. If you are desperate and you're not smart enough to get the bag, flip the money, have options. If you stupid, don't claim me. Your IQ is low. Please don't claim me. I teach women to be smart, not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me.
So
okay, you know what? It's hard to not like Sheba 7. I'm sorry. I like her.
Then
I like her.
Like, right. So we started entertaining the idea of getting married, like immediately. And I, didn't want to get my hopes up, so I just said that, he's saying all these things, but I'm going to see what action that he takes. And so I had just got paid, and I was like, okay, it seems like we're really talking about seriously entertaining the idea of getting married. So I'm going to go and get the wedding ring. We were talking about getting married like the next week, and he was out of town in Colorado, so we hadn't seen each other. This is all talk over the phone, over FaceTime. So I went and got his ring. I think I paid like $300 for it. It wasn't like a super flashy ring like the one he has now, which is completely a lot better. But I went and got his ring, and the next time we talked on FaceTime, I was like, I did something. And he was like, what did you do? I was like, I got your wedding ring. So he was like, no, you didn't. Show me. So I showed him. I said, yeah, I actually did it. I don't know if you were really being serious, but we're talking about getting married. So I had a really bad habit of like spending money, and I was like, if I don't get the ring now, then I'm not gonna get it. So I went ahead and got it, and that put the fire under him to, I guess, really go and look for my ring. Well, let me rewind. So then after that, I think it was like the next day, somebody told me to go online and check my eHarmony profile. So I went on there, and I saw that he had updated his picture, and I was like, oh no, this dude is playing around. Like, I'm glad I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on this ring. Like, he was just playing. And I screenshotted it and sent him a picture, and I said, it doesn't seem like we're on the same page, so yeah, I'm done with this. And he texted me. He was like, or I think he tried to call me, and I didn't answer. And he texted me, and he was like, no, I'm serious. I am going to marry you, in caps. And I think that evening he like ended up going and buying my ring. Yeah, he went and bought my ring. And the ring that he got me is not the ring I had now. It was a nice ring, but it wasn't nearly as big as the rock that I'm currently sporting. But when he showed it to me, in my head, I said, it's not about the ring, it's about the marriage. And I definitely think that that's something that you ladies should keep in mind, is that if a man is going to propose to you, don't make it about the ring, because that can really turn a man off and make him think that that's all that you care about is having a big ring, when it's more important.
Okay. There's a hint of desperation, because I think she felt like this was her last real shot at having a secured life. Because she already had 2 kids prior, right? And you know, with each child you have, it kind of just lowers your value in men's eyes. But I think this was she felt this was her last real good shot at securing a lifestyle that she wanted. So yeah, definitely cloudy judgment, desperation. Yeah.
Important to have the marriage, and I knew that in my heart. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna say anything about the size of the ring. You know, still a nice ring. I'm gonna take it, and we're gonna get married. So we ended up getting married the next week. Wow. Everybody was shocked. I randomly called my mom, my grandmother, hey, I'm getting married in a few days. We got married at the courthouse because I told him I don't need a big wedding. I'd rather spend that money elsewhere. And we had a really beautiful wedding reception in DC at a really nice restaurant. It was gorgeous. So yeah, that is how I ended up getting married. But I think that also something that I want to let you guys know is that becoming his wife and really being the kind of woman that could just get a ring like that took work. At that time, I had really become a better version of myself, a better version than the woman that was dating thugs and living in some kind of secular lifestyle. I had to become the kind of woman that a man would want to take around his colleagues and his mother, and be the woman that's adding value to him just by standing next to him.
Okay.
But yeah, I know it's kind of a interesting story, but I also helped 2 of my sisters to get married. They both got married in less than a year as well. So I'm really good at knowing how to get women the ring and to get the kind of men that you would be proud of. So if you ladies are interested in learning more about how to become a trophy wife, then please click subscribe.
All right, let's go through the comments real quick. This did not age well. Please leave this video up so we can learn from it and spot the red flags. Look at it, sending you strength. So I'm not the only one who came here to see the early content. Ladies, learn not to fixate on marriage, the ring. Spend time getting to know the person it's attached to, especially if children are involved. Yes, that is your job. That is your job. I will say that the man pictured behind her looks like a creep. He had ill intentions from the moment he met her, asking her to be her boyfriend. He looks more like a dad than her mate. May he suffer endlessly. Predators are so good at shape-shifting and being a chameleon. Ladies, beware. Uh-oh. For everyone that came here after her recent video, please show some mercy and grace in the comments. Yes, she could have dated him longer, but men like that are good at putting up a front. It doesn't change the fact that he was a liar, deceiver, predator, and he hid his true intentions. She in no way deserved this. No one says she did, and neither did her kids, and neither did those precious innocent children. Let's try not to point the finger and instead lift her and her babies up in prayer. This is the issue I have with you divine feminine ass bitches. All you king ass bitches. Y'all the women I have personal issue with. These are the type of women I personally give hell to. Okay? If I was out on the prowl, on the hunt, I would look for these type of women just to give them all types of hell. Okay? Now let's go ahead and get to the video. Oh, I married a monster. Wait, let's do this. Let's do this. Can we show a happy moment? Jonathan Majors and Megan Good got engaged. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. It looks genuine. The green line. I'm with this. I like this. I'm happy for them.
When do you feel you're most powerful?
Right here?
Yeah.
I'm most powerful?
Yeah.
I'm getting less and less powerful as I step away from Megan.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm most powerful right here.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
She gonna give him some babies. At however old she is, she in her 40s. She She gonna get him some babies. You just watch. Come on.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I was gonna say in the presence of the Lord first, which we can both agree on, and with each other.
Okay. Yeah. I heard there was some news that you guys announced.
Oh yeah, we engaged.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! Congratulations. We have to come cover the wedding.
Run it. Run it.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm legit happy for them. All right, let's get back to this nonsense here. Y'all ready for it? I married a monster. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. I think it was too soon for her to post a video. This woman should be with law enforcement right now. You understand? Like, this was not the time to post a video. Ma'am, you should be pushing the issue to have this man locked up. This man should be in jail. You should be like, okay, y'all. I mean, if you're going to do all this, at least show something that it's being taken care of, because this video was a waste of time. He has not been interviewed by law enforcement. No charges. As far as we know, nothing has taken place. Just accusations. All right. Let's go.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you hear any noise in the background, that's the new baby. A lot has happened since the last time that I recorded. I think the last time you guys saw me, I was in my second trimester, and yeah, I think I did post an update in the community section when the baby was born, and I said that I would be back soon, and that was a few months ago now. I thought that when I came back on here that it would be to maybe do like some kind of newborn favorites or meet my new baby or something like that, but unfortunately it's been a little over a month since I had to end up leaving my husband.
Okay. Wait. So it's been a month since she left and all that took place after she found out what happened, allegedly. So within a month's time, we have no updates as far as him being interviewed, charged, no arrest warrants, no court date. Like, this is how much his bond is. We have nothing in writing officially from no sheriff's department, no county jail information. We don't have an inmate number. We don't have a mug shot. We have nothing. Nothing. Let's continue.
I honestly don't even really know where to start with this, just because it's just such a hard topic. And I honestly thought that by the time I got on here that I wouldn't have any tears left because I've just cried so much. It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men and provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband, or saw him, as the bar for what every woman should, type of man that, or type of husband that every woman should aspire to have. And I didn't realize that the person I married was actually going to be my biggest nightmare.
Yeah. Right.
So basically, when I first met my husband, as I've already talked about in another video, I think it was my single mom video, I explained, a little bit about how we met. And I really thought that man was my Prince Charming. So when I first met my husband, I thought that he was my Prince Charming. I thought that he was my knight in shining armor, and he portrayed himself to be this amazing, upright, righteous Christian man. And I believed him.
Yeah, no, this ain't working for me.
I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things changed with him.
Okay.
And I just started to see a few things that I didn't like, but I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past.
Okay.
It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things. I don't even know where to start.
Can I just say I don't believe this chick. I don't believe this woman. I think she's full of crap. But let's continue.
6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her?
Okay, that could be a diaper rash. Could be diaper rash. That's what Desitin is for. But let's continue.
Oh, God. So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was Daddy. I felt like my world ended on that day.
Yeah, I'm not buying this, y'all. I'm not buying this.
My husband wasn't home at the time
This year
when she told me, but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house, because I knew if I confronted him or asked him about it, that he would just lie, and that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not buying this.
As soon as my husband got home, he was actually picking up the boys from school, my 2 older boys from school. As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house. I'm sorry, I had to get myself together.
Okay, that was a jump cut. She paused it, edited out that part. Now she's back on. on her frame.
When I got to the hospital, they basically told me that we had to go to another hospital because they didn't do physical exams like that kind of physical exam there. So a police officer escorted the kids and I to another hospital where they were able to evaluate my daughters. It ended up coming out that he had actually been touching both of my daughters.
That's what she said. Now it's been 6 weeks. No arrest warrant, no arrest. No interviews, no questioning by the cops, no county jail information, no inmate number, no mugshot, no court date, no bond hearing. We have none of these things. There's 8 things missing from this equation, from this puzzle. 8 pieces missing from this puzzle. Let's continue.
Who are only 2 and 4 years old. It still feels like a dream. Like, when this first happened, I just kept waking up every day and just hoping that this was a dream.
We don't believe you. I'm not buying
because
this.
it's literally my worst nightmare.
I'm not
It's
buying
my
this.
worst nightmare.
Nah.
I myself am a product of RAPE. That's how I came to be. And was also, you know, abused as a child by a neighbor's husband. And I specifically prayed to God that my children would never, ever, ever have to go through this. And I'm just not quite sure how this happened, why this happened.
No. We don't believe you.
I just don't know how he was able to get away with it and so sneaky. Because with my own trauma, I watch my kids like a hawk. Like, I don't like them sitting on people's laps. None of that. And he knows how much I cannot stand men like him. And to think, like, I couldn't even go to sleep in my own house and know that my children are safe.
Okay, we got a minute left of this crap.
Just by me going to sleep, my children were left unprotected.
Yeah. Listen, no CPS worker, case worker. You know, come on, man. We're talking all types of stuff when it comes to kids being touched. And there's a whole gamut of things that has to take place, or you know, that happens when you utter those phrases. Somebody touched my kid, like, oh, you know, the bells and the alarms and whistles go off. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't believe this chick. I'm sorry. I feel bad for the husband. I feel bad for the husband married to the woman that's, maybe this is her way out of the marriage. Maybe this is her way out of the marriage. Get a check. I don't know. I don't put nothing past a woman.
So I don't know what the future of this channel is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to change the name or what. Yeah.
Nah, we don't believe you. You need more people. This is the GoFundMe. GoFundMe for what? What do you need to GoFundMe for? Let's see. She needs... Okay, now let me get out of here. Okay. Thank you for even clicking this link. Please donate if you can. A little from everyone could go a long way for my babies. Thank you for your support during this difficult time. God's not done yet. Okay. I run the true crime channel, Plunder True Crime on YouTube. I've seen the court records, so I know this is real. Okay, well, how come she ain't... Okay. Was he ever arrested or just a protection order? But you saw the court record. See, now let's play stupid. This person claims to have seen the court records. Then why are you asking, was he ever arrested or just a protection order? Which one? But you got the court records. So why are you asking questions? Thank you. I've seen the divorce court info too, but I'm seeking info about his arrest, if he was arrested. But you got court records. See, this is what I'm... You know what? Let's go see. Plunder True Crime. Let's see if you got some answers for us. Plunder True Crime YouTube. Have you made a video about this? Is this her? Of course it's a woman. Let's see. Do we have any videos about this? No. Nope. No lives. Brittany Patterson, Steven Stearns. I almost didn't make it. Jennifer Soto. Nope. So she has not made a video about this, but she claims to have seen the court records, but in the same breath asking, but then you're asking, was he ever arrested or just a protection order? Bitch, which one is it? Come on, man. Don't let these people are stupid. People are stupid and they're grifters. What is her goal? She's raised $1,400. What's the goal? Is it just open? She did this 8 hours ago. Yeah, this chick is stupid. Yeah. Okay. Ciao. Let's see here. Of course, everyone's, consoling. Everybody's consoling. Nobody's blaming per se. Everybody's consoling. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything in between? No. So we went from video. Okay, so we got from lives. No. So it literally goes from 8 months to 4 days ago. Okay. I need to see the documentation. I don't believe this is real. I don't believe until I see paperwork. I'm on my whack 100 right now. I don't have the paperwork, so I need to see it. I don't believe until I see paperwork. I don't believe it till I see paperwork.